kind of an overcast day out here in the garden. But the garden's doing what the garden's doing, and it's actually doing it well. It's growing, and I've got happy tomatoes. I don't know if you can see, but I got a lot of flowers like that on that one. This is the biggest of the tomato plants, and it's doing pretty good. We're kind of expecting nice weather for the next week, so I think over the next week we should see a lot of progression in the garden. I hope the tomatoes do well. Hopefully the pollinators get out and start pollinating them, I guess. That's what they do. We'd like to see some tomatoes growing. The peppers are still not thriving as well as I had hoped that they would. I went and planted another bean just for fun because I had a little pot and figured, I'll stick another bean in there and see what happens. I've got another plan for my sprinklers. Plan A, or alpha, was to use these little soaker hose rings and siphon it. Well, it turned out it wasn't very well balanced. Some of them worked okay, some of them didn't work at all. So then I plumbed it into the house water, and again, I couldn't get it to balance very well. So I looked around and I found these. If you look real close, you might be able to see one in here, or there's some in there. And it doesn't work real well either. And I'm not really sure what's going on. I can get two of these. They have a little fan spray that'll come out of them. I can get two of them to run with a little spray. But that's it. Even with the sprinkler or the hose bib turned on wide open, it doesn't have enough pressure or something. I really don't know. I can get them all to just kind of bubble a little bit. They're called bubblers. But what happens is the water just kind of comes up, follows this down the hole that it's stuck into, and then drains out the bottom. It doesn't really get the whole bucket damp or moistened. So I've ordered some more parts. It should be here tomorrow. Eventually I'll have this thing figured out. At this point, this is just an exercise in learning how this stuff works. I don't know if it's really a practical way of watering a bucket garden. I think part of the problem is it's got to come up like 12 feet. And this long 1/4-inch tubing is giving a lot of resistance, so it doesn't really have enough velocity inside the tubing in order to power these. So I've got a bigger tubing coming, and we'll see. But at this point now, it's about learning about drip irrigation more than it is about watering the garden. Last week I found a peanut growing in one of the pots. Some local critter had buried a peanut in one of the pots. They like to explore it, and it had sprouted. And I said, something's growing. Something wants to grow. So I better help it out. So I put it in a pot, and it's in this pot, and it seems to be doing okay. And I come out one evening after work, and it's been uprooted. It's gone. Something decided that was its peanut and it wanted it. So that evening I was mowing the lawn, and there was the plant. It had just thrown the plant out. So I pulled the plant back up and put him in the pot, and he actually seems pretty happy. So I don't know anything about growing peanuts. Maybe President Carter could come give me a hand, or somebody from Georgia could give me some tips. I think they grow a lot of peanuts in Georgia, don't they? So anyhow, we'll see what happens. But how funny is that? I got a peanut in my bucket garden. Not a whole lot else. It's just either flourishing like I think these tomatoes are, or it's just alive, not really thriving yet. That's about it. I'll take a little tour of the yard. We'll see how the blueberries are doing. I think they're doing pretty good. It looks like today would be a good day to pull some of the blueberries off of them, get some more off of them. The peony out front is not dead, but it's not thriving again either. I think it still may be a little bit shocked over the whole experience of being transplanted from Oregon as a flourishing plant and then stuck in the ground via 2 months in a bucket. So I've got some wildflowers in my little buckets. Some of them seem to be doing okay. Some of them don't seem to be doing okay. If they would begin to flower, I'm sure it would bring the pollinators around. Other than that, we're just kind of in a wait and see, let the garden grow time frame of it, and hopefully before too long we start seeing some of the exciting things. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for making it this far. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button down below so you can see me in the next video and be told when it shows up. And make comments. I like comments. If you know anything about growing peanuts, if you've ever let one grow that a critter has buried in your yard, what happened? Where'd it go? Yeah, give me some feedback. That'd be interesting. Anyhow, thanks for watching.